Good morning, dear children. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and safe at home. And today we are going to continue lesson number 9, that is subject verb agreement. Already in previous two classes, I explained you different important points about this topic. What is subject, what is verb, and what is the agreement between them. And also we studied the forms of main verb in present tense, and we studied the preparatory subject, we studied the placement of subject and verbs, and many other points in previous two classes. I hope you all have revised those points. And in today's class, we are going to solve the exercises. We'll solve the exercises. Be ready with page number 71. The first exercise of this chapter. Choose the verb given in the brackets that agrees with the subject of each sentence. You have to choose the correct verb which agrees with the subject. Means there should be subject verb agreement. Let's see the first sentence. Our cat dash called Minnie. Our cat dash called Minnie. The options are is or are. So what is our subject? Cat is our subject. Cat is singular in number. So which verb will use? The singular verb, that is. Our cat is called Minnie. Our cat is called Minnie. Look at sentence number 2. Minnie dash a cute little Burmese cat. Minnie dash a cute little Burmese cat. Here what is the subject? Minnie is a subject and that is singular in number. Third person singular in number. So the singular subject will use. What is the singular subject here? Is or are? Yes, is the singular verb. Look at sentence number 3. She dashed to play with a small tennis ball. She dashed to play with a small tennis ball. The options are given like and likes. Like and likes. Look at the subject. What is the subject? She is the subject. And we have studied, if you remember on page number 70, we have studied main verbs in the simple present tense takes S or ES ending when the subject is in third person singular. Main verb takes S or ES with it when the subject is third person singular. And here the subject is she. That is the third person singular subject. So the suitable verb is likes. The suitable verb is likes. Look at sentence number 4. I dashed the ball and Minnie dashed to pick it up. I dashed the ball and Minnie dashed to pick it up. I is first person singular in number. When the subject is first person singular, we use the base form of the verb. Here I throw with I. Throw. I throw the ball and Minnie. Minnie is third person singular. So S, the verb will carry S with it. And Minnie runs to pick it up. Look at sentence number 5. She also dashed to play with my phone. She also dashed to play with my phone. What are the options? love or loves. What is the subject? She is the subject. Third person singular in number. So the verb will carry S with it. She also loves to play with my phone. I hope you understood how to solve this exercise. So dear children, the remaining 5 sentences try to solve by yourself. Now look at exercise number 2. Fill in the blanks with appropriate forms of verbs given in brackets. Here already the verbs are given in the bracket. You have to use the correct forms of verbs. One is done here as an example. One of our teachers dash accompanied us to the book fair. One of our teachers dash accompanied us to the book fair. What is the verb? Have. According to the sentence, we should use the correct form of the verb. Here accompanied indicates the past action. So the past form of the verb have is had. So one of our teachers had accompanied us to the book fair. Sentence number 2. Neither Rinku nor her friends dash able to give the answer. Be verb. Form of be verbs are was or were in past tense. Neither Rinku nor her friends. We have studied that when the nouns are joined with neither nor or either or, what we do, the verb agrees with the second noun or pronoun. Here the second noun is friends, that is plural in number. So the plural form of the verb will be used, that is were. Neither Rinku nor her friends were able to give the answer. Sentence 3. Everyone dash happy when each of those problems dash solved. Feel and be are the verbs. Everyone, past tense form of the verb, felt. Everyone felt happy when each of those problems was solved. Next sentence. Look at sentence number 4. He dash already answered your question. He dash already answered your question. He, the form of have verb we have to use. So already answered indicates the past action though. So the past verb, past tense form of the verb we have to use. He had. He had already answered your question. Look at sentence number 5. You dash the last one to visit the exhibition. You dash the last one to visit the exhibition. You are the last one, form of be verbs. You are the last one to visit the exhibition. So the remaining sentences, dear children, you have to solve by yourself. And exercise number 2 on page number 74. This is a passage given here, and in this passage you have to correct the forms of, you have to read the passage carefully and make corrections in the forms of verbs so that the subject and the verb agrees in each sentence. Here the forms of verbs are used incorrectly. You have to use the correct forms of verbs. So for this, first of all, you should recognize the verbs in the sentence. Then use the correct forms of the verb which agrees with its subject. There should be subject and verb agreement, and then the space is given here in your book. You have to write the same passage in the given space. Now Exercise number 3. The following table has 3 columns. Column A has the subject, column B has the verb, and column C has the object. Match words from these columns to create sentences. You have to match these 3 columns and make the sentence. For example, subject, you take Bittu and Rani is the subject. Then the suitable verb you have to choose according to the subject, the verb which agrees with this subject from section B, from column B. So we are taking no, the last verb. Bittu and Rani know. Then you have to take the object from the column C. Bittu and Rani know the way to my home. Likewise, you have to make the sentences. Here, this exercise also you can do in the book itself. The space is given. Here, the blank space is given. You can put numbers and write the sentences. And the main important thing you have to pay attention on is subject-verb agreement. You have to use the verb according to the subject. If it is singular subject, you have to use singular verb, plural subject, plural verb. Your verb should be agree with your subject in number and person. This is the most important. Then only your sentence will be correct. Otherwise, there will be grammatical mistakes. Now, I hope you understood this chapter and you will be able to solve the exercises also. Once again, I'll tell you your work. Your homework is to write the definition of agreement in your copy. It is given on page number 69. Then exercise given on page number 71 you will do in the book itself. And then exercise given on page number 73, exercise 1, that is also you will do in the book itself. Exercise 2 also in the book you will be doing, and exercise 3 also you will be doing in the book itself, because the sufficient space is given. In copy you will also write the important points here which are given on page number 69. Here the important points are given to remember. These are very important points. Please write down in your notebook. And on page number 70 also again the important points are given. Write down all these points also in your notebook and learn them by heart. And especially the table given on page number 70 and 71, you have to learn the different forms of the auxiliary verbs be, have and do. Thank you.